Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Price. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I'm not going to go play with that cat.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Price. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody's...
There he goes! Big play. Takes him into bus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Finds the tight end.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. The give to the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
The RPO, it's complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, the run, and looking for for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point is good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
These old girders are racking on 3rd down here in Beaver Stadium. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rowe. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I love when when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman, and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, and getting a tackle for a loss.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man down the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Grove. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Moving away from pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Grove. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through 1 tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
Quarterback making adjustments. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple 1st. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Eighth play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win.
Touchdown, Penn State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers. They develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 10 over South Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks. They keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Finds a man on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through threes. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. That's reeled in. It's Price. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wideout level noise. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
With the catch, it's Grove.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. to throw again. Going downfield for the big play. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Fuller. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They punt it away on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive, or do you protect and play a little more conservatively? Into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right
into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. The The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wideout. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Grove. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Man, that's tough for the kicker. Here you are in the fourth quarter. You're trying to break this tie, give your team the lead, knock it off the upper.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little time. And some room to work. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39 in a really nice pick up there.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make the play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
So now it's second and long. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Four quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sure hands, it's Grove. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Grove. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Direct snap. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle for a loss.
Fourth down, and here's the ball game right here. Trying to keep this drive alive. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could